Pro Wrestling X. This match scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, and the opponent, and the opponent.
What's going on, gang? I'm going to turn off the sound effects here. I always forget to do that. There we go. What's going on, gang? Sorry, I'm running a little late here tonight. It was odds and ends, and it's going to be a little bit chaotic here as I'm getting things settled down. I'm kind of getting settled in. I had a lot of crap going on here tonight. What's going on, Alex? Welcome to the broadcast. Good to see you guys again. I was a little nervous. There was like nobody watching for the longest time, and that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, my viewer count still says we're at 7, but yeah, what's going on, gang? We've been doing every other week here, and that last day was down in Florida last week, and that was great. It was chaotic coming home, but we made it finally. So yeah, it's good to see everybody. Don't have a ton of new stuff here tonight. We've got bits and pieces of Dave. Dave was set and ready to go, and he can't make it now, so you guys are stuck with me. Poor bastards. Yeah, so I figured it's good to say hi to come check in. We got some stuff coming up here in the next week or two that's kind of newsworthy, and we're going to get you guys to kind of keep an eye on. Oh, we've got Riot with a Phantom Grapple. That's looking great. It looks like he's just doing his wild dance. What's going on, Robot Awesome? How's it going? Hey, yeah, we're holding on the fort here tonight. I said it was kind of chaotic yesterday, or like I said last week. I was down in Florida on vacation. Our family celebrates Christmas on December 12th, and that is the way to do it. I'm telling you what, down in sunny Florida, it was freezing here, and up here in Michigan, got like 1.5 foot of snow the night that I left, so I was able to sneak out just in time. But I paid the price coming home. I was out there a week, and my driveway and everything got completely annihilated, so I had to like rush around and get somebody to plow my driveway so I could even get in, because I took a late night flight, or I was getting in about 11 o'clock at night into Kalamazoo, and yeah, I got in, or I was scheduled to come in at about 11 o'clock. We got the flight from Tampa to Detroit was smooth sailing, piece of cake, but it's a 25-minute flight from Detroit to Kalamazoo, and we had to wait 2.5 hours on the plane waiting to de-ice. And I don't fly so good, and so I was going nuts on this plane. I was trying to like hold it together, but it was not happening real well. I was trying to just go to my happy place, but holy crap! So I ended up getting home at about 1:30 in the morning, and me and the girlfriend had to call a buddy up who picked us up from the airport, and then we had to dig out our car, which was covered in snow, and then make the jaunt home. God, which is, zero visibility, sliding around all over the place. But the nice thing is that when you're driving home at 2 in the morning, you got the whole road to yourself, and you can swerve as much as you want. So that was good. But boy, it was scary, man. I'm telling you what. So, and yeah, having to deal with that de-icing, where it was 2.5 hours trapped in that tiny little plane, and oh my God, it was going crazy. So yeah, that was my week. Sorry guys, I got the yawns here too. I've been busting it pretty hard here lately, but yeah, it was nice down in Florida. I was enjoying it immensely, and it was nice hanging out with the family and all that kind of stuff. And the whole family kind of flies down there and hangs out with my mom, and keeps her company. And that was it was good times, always fun. Yeah, so it's been cold here. We when I got back, it was like 6 degrees, and I think that's what it was for the high yesterday, where it was like, I don't know, like 6 or 7, and then it was like the wind chills were down to like 20 below. It was pretty brutal. So, but like I said, I'll take the cold rather than that really hot stuff. I don't like 95 degrees or anything like that. No thanks. So, so yeah, not tons of news here tonight, gang. I guess I talked to Dave yesterday on Skype, and kind of going through all the logistics of what's coming down for the next couple of weeks, and we got some stuff kind of in the pipeline that we want to kind of give you a heads up on. First, I guess Dave talked to Robert via phone a couple of days ago, and Robert, he's got something else, he's got something cooking. And he was working on stuff. So, okay, questions. Eric, when will Robert work on making eliminated wrestler disappear when eliminated? Low-hanging fruit. I don't know. I kind of like him standing out there. It doesn't really bother me. I don't really like him standing out there. I would maybe rather put him as a lumberjack, but I'm sure Robert could knock that out and win. Oh my God, guys! Sorry, it's low energy chat. It's low energy Twitch night tonight. So very sorry. But yeah, I think that's low priority. But it would be kind of nice. What is Tirador doing? He's like bouncing back and forth. He's getting in and out of the ring. What is he doing? I need to pull back. What is Tirador doing? He is just like, oh, I'm going to come in. No, I'm going back in. No, I'm going out. No, I'm coming back in. What is he doing? Oh, I love AI mode. There's not always a lot of I in the AI, I tell you what. Hopefully when these guys get eliminating each other, but Late Out Robot Awesome, thanks for popping in, man. Sorry, it's not a real exciting broadcast here tonight. Yeah, so Robert's been working on, he's working on kind of the next iteration. I've been working on UI. We've been trying to scramble and trying to get the thing done by the first of the year, but it's going to be hard with the, the holidays and all that kind of stuff. We never like anybody working through Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But so far, reports for the newest build have been pretty good and pretty rock solid. So I've been very happy to see that. All right, so let's see if he gets pinned. If Tyrador finally makes a bum rush. Okay, so that was that pinfall. So what is happening here? Oh, was Tyrador eliminated and he wasn't... Oh, okay, he was eliminated, but he wasn't leaving the ring. That's pretty funny. What's going on, Payne? How's it going, buddy? Thanks for checking in. All right, so let's restart this bad boy. I want to see that again. So the other bit of news that's coming down, and if you guys read the newsletter this week, we're going to be rolling out a t-shirt sale for the first time in, oh boy, it's been a really long time, maybe 8 years. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. Mr. Wrestling 5 has been doing a bang-up job with some t-shirt designs for us. And he's got one. Let me see if I can pull up our Facebook page here, because we got a really nice picture of what the T-shirt's going to be. It's going to be one of these Pro Wrestling X exclusive. If you guys have not followed us since the very beginning, that was like the very first thing we ever took money for was a T-shirt. Let me see if I can get this popped up here. Stand by. Aha. Right here. I know. Yeah, let me pop this bad boy open here for you. Yeah, this one right here. This is an older design that we've had kind of kicking around for quite some time, but it's something that we wanted to kind of roll out as kind of like a fun little holiday thing. What's going on, Joe? P2X Show, what's on the card for us, Eric? It's going to be light news here tonight, but I wanted to kind of pimp this T-shirt sale. What we're going to be doing is, if you followed us from the very, very, very beginning, in fact, it was my first involvement with Pro Wrestling X, was Dave did himself a little T-shirt contest, and the winner, I don't know if I've got a picture of this. It's an old T-shirt that says that you Pro Wrestling X fans from way back recognize the one about because we know a shining wizard if we saw one, or like I can't remember the exact phrasing, but. It was old school shirt, and some of us still, like I said, I will still see fans will send us pictures wearing their shirts, and this goes back, God, 12 years at least. And so yeah, we wanted to kind of revisit that a little bit, maybe make a little money on the for the holiday to get kind of the crew paid and all that kind of stuff, because like I said, we're not selling 10,000 units yet, and so it's just anything we can do to kind of. Again, this is kind of a fun thing for the fans, and the way that our shirts work, is they will go on sale. They will go on sale for about a week or 10 days, and then they will never be produced ever again. What we're looking at right now, I'm working on setting up the storefront. We're going to be doing a couple things. The base T-shirt is going to be $20 per shirt. And then like a $5 flat rate to ship it pretty much anywhere in the world. That's usually what it comes out to when we try to do, because Dave will be handling all the shipping and stuff. So he said it's actually cheaper mailing to the States from Canada than it is to mail Canada to Canada. So it's going to be like $20 US, $5 flat rate shipping, and then we're going to kind of offer you guys. I feel a little squeamish about doing this, but we're going to offer like the ability to kind of like, if you want to add a tip. Like if you're feeling generous and you want to kick us a few extra dollars. I always feel kind of uncomfortable doing that. I don't like the whole money for nothing thing, but I figure if we're sending you a T-shirt, it's just kind of like a pay what you want for the T-shirt kind of a deal with a kind of a $20 minimum. So I'm kind of working on the specific plumbing for all of that kind of stuff. The storefront should be going to live in a couple of days. And so, yeah, the flat 20 is usually what we've always done. Because going back 12 years, our T-shirts have always been $20, and I know $25 for a shirt and all that stuff is a little high, but like I said, these are kind of exclusive items, and they're going to be nice shirts. He's got a couple of vendors that he's worked with, I think, before, and he's always the shirts have always looked banged up. And look at the shirt design. The shirt design is sweet. So we're feeling pretty stoked about that. Down the road, I think what we're going to do is eventually kind of open up like a pro wrestling tees shop and kind of do some stuff like that just to kind of get some extra revenue to the crew. Because that's kind of said, what we're trying to do is get guys like Mr. Wrestling 5 and Robert a lot more money. They work so hard. Dave's not going to take a single dime of it. I will probably take a little bit. Sizing will run from extra small for your little one, buy 8 for all your kids and every kid that you know in the neighborhood, all the way up to triple XL is usually what we've done in the past. That's what Dave, when he sold his shirts, he was saying, "Yep, we get them for the Shining Wizard shirt and then the Believe shirt." Going way back too, Dave said that he was selling sizes everywhere from extra small to triple XL. So. Any Yokozuna sizes. I think the highest we go up to is 3XL. If anybody's got a special request, we're gonna have like a little comment field. If you want something, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, Yokozuna, God rest his soul. Oh yeah, I said Yokozuna's dead, so it doesn't matter. He won't be buying any T-shirts, but. So yeah, we're pretty stoked about this, and like I said, this will be. Hopefully the storefront, I think Dave is going to stand by, Coltrane. I want to address this in a second here. We're going to be, they said, getting this sale going, I think, in time for the newsletter this week. And then we'll probably, I'm going to try to see if I can have the shop open until the first of the year and just close sales at January 1 and call it good. So that people, if they got some Christmas cash from mom or something like that and they want to kick us a few bucks, cool. But that's the latest and greatest scoop on the shirts. Like I said, more details will be forthcoming on that as we kind of come along. Because like I said, I'm going to get the storefront going and all that kind of stuff. But that's kind of the direction that we're headed. Dave always surprises me. I found out about the T-shirt sale when I read the newsletter, which is standard Dave protocol sometimes. So that's just kind of how it goes sometimes with Pro Wrestling X. So I'm going to be scrambling to get the storefront and all that stuff going. And so yeah, I keep an eye out for that. I'll probably do one more Twitch. Probably next weekend or probably next week just to kind of get the sale going and pimp it out a little bit. We don't really, we're not looking to sell 1,000 shirts here or anything like that. It's a lot of work to ship them and all that kind of stuff. So we've been just kind of knock out a few. It's just a good little, tip for the crew and all that kind of stuff. So, just kind of stand by there, Dave. XICW is doing a show at Cobo Hall in October. Tell me more about XICW. I don't know that league too well. Is that the one that's based out of Canada, or I can't remember? Wow, good job, Dave. Yeah, Dave does that to me all the time. It is it happens more often than you think that things like that. I read about them the first time in the newsletter. So. Hey, that's how it goes sometimes, but like I said, it's going to be a good thing. I'm very happy to have, like I said, do the T-shirt sale, and it's a sweet ass shirt. Let's be honest, I'm dying to have one, and so we're going to probably tweak it just a little bit so that we get a little Pro Wrestling X love on there and all that kind of jazz. So, and we might adjust the year on that artwork too, so it says 16 instead of 14. But it's how it goes. So it was kind of a tribute to. Cola doing the grasshopper design. So yeah, it's I think I'm pretty stoked about the shirt. Order 8 of them for your friends. And like I said, we'll have the ability to do some kind of a tip. Like I said, I'm nervous about it. I don't really like doing that kind of stuff. But like I said, I also want to make sure Robert and Mr. Wrestling 5 have worked so hard this year, and especially Robert. So we want to make sure that, like I said, we can get these guys taken care of and get the rest of the crew kind of all set. So XICW, biggest indie in Detroit area and probably Michigan. They get some bigger names for the larger shows. Huh. RP, if you could email Eric at ProWrestlingX.com and send me some details, I think that might be really fun to go. It's been a really long time since I've gone and seen like a legit indie show. I don't really consider Ring of Honor to be indie, but it'd be nice to see kind of a show like that. Because like I said, I'd like to try to reach out, and the indies seem to be pretty hot right now. So if you could email me some information or send it via Twitter or something along those lines, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I was, along those lines, we kind of are, not to kind of totally go off topic here, but it looks like WWE is going to start going the territory route, and it's going to be like a big conglomeration of territories all over the world that WWE controls. They already got the relationship, I believe, with Progress Wrestling. Is it Progress? I think it's Progress. And like the UK shows and all that kind of stuff. And so it looks like you're going to have like WWE affiliated territories, and then you're going to have everybody else kind of fighting for scraps. But it's going to be interesting to see. I got to tell you, I was talking about with this with somebody on Twitter, that does it start to feel like I can't keep up with wrestling anymore. WWE generates so much content that I cannot keep up. And they just had this big pay-per-view this weekend, and I just could I could barely care. And everybody else online was saying the same thing, that there's just they've spread themselves so thin with all these events that you can't even get excited for them. It's just another Raw, it feels like. So I don't know. So it's getting harder and harder. And so sometimes, like I said, going to the indies, it's just a breath of fresh air. And I mean, I'm still loving, did anybody happen to catch, was it Total Nonstop Deletion on Tuesday or on Thursday night with the Hardys again? And it's still, I think it's my favorite thing that's happening with wrestling these days. It's just, I'm having an absolute blast watching Hardy work. I think all right, we'll just do some cage stuff. I think the creativity, the absolute batshit nature of it, I'm absolutely in love with what they're doing. So I'm happy to see. Let's get some takeover going. This guy, and Fake Sting. Always nice to get Fake Sting in there. Yeah, Apocalyptico was fantastic. I'm telling you what, I heartily endorse. I thought it was so much fun. It's completely crazy. They have some insane cameos, and like I said, I think the creativity behind it. If you would have told me at the beginning of 2016 that like the highlight of my wrestling week, the last week or one of the last weeks in December would be the Hardys and the Rock and Roll Express shooting fireworks in their backyard at Abyss and all those guys, and they were wrestling on a crane. They were fighting between two cranes, and it was, oh my god, I just thought it was the funniest damn thing. So yeah, stuff with ICW in the UK. Maybe it's ICW that's partnering with the WWE. I can't remember. I know I started watching a little bit of, started getting into Progress. Progress posted one of their big super shows from a couple of years back on their YouTube channel. And that was fun, kind of checking it out. I like the venues. I like checking out just the different environments for wrestling and the hot crowds, and so yeah, it's great. It's great. I really enjoy it. Uh-oh, come on. There you go. Uh-oh. Pain Train going down. Oh, God. God, these I love these rag dolls. These are so much fun. Yeah, PWG is great. Rev Pro has got a lot of action going too. It seems like the UK has been blowing up like crazy. And like I said, and even like Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore look like they're fun shows. And like I said, it'd be fun to start getting around and doing more of that stuff. I'm kind of waiting for like Minneapolis to get the Mania, because I got a kind of a connection there, and so I think that'd be kind of fun to do a whole slew of the indie shows and all that kind of stuff that pop up around WrestleMania. So. We'll see. One of these days, like I said, it'd be kind of fun to go on the road and maybe sell Pro Wrestling X at some of these shows. Just get a merch table or something. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Wrestle Kingdom. That's New Japan's show coming up. I know they've got. Oh my God, fake Sting took a hard fall there. I can't do like the 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. wrestling. I can't do that. And again, I need the English commentary. I mean, the action and stuff is fantastic, but I don't have enough of a connection to New Japan to really get a feel for. Watch this. Oh boy, double ragdoll. Oh, right on his back. So great. I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how that shakes itself out. I know enough about New Japan to really, like, I recognize the wrestlers. I know you got your Kenny Omegas and your Okadas and all those guys, and they're a lot of fun to watch. But like I said, I kind of need the English commentary and stuff to kind of really feel it out. Yeah, I don't get access TV. My cable lineup is not there. I guess I could probably grab it on torrent. Not that I would ever endorse such a thing, but if they're making it too hard to see, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And JR, I guess maybe I've moved on from JR. I don't. He's still fun to listen to, but watch this. Get up! Run! Oh no! Oh! Watch this one, gang. This one's pretty sweet. Watch this one, pretty sweet. The live commentary is not happening on New Japan World. I did read that. Double ragdoll, here it comes! Boom! Yeah, I would pay to watch Extreme Midget Wrestling. I would pay money for that. You got Hornswoggle going on. Sorry, I'm trying to kind of keep up with a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I know. Sorry, gang. You're kind of stuck with me. I was hoping Dave was going to be here. He got me. He sent me an email about 20 minutes ago saying that he got some parenting stuff, which usually means he got surprised by something that his daughter was involved with. And it's a holiday season, so you get sucked into all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So somebody saw the Apocalypto. Yeah, I know he's always coming up with an excuse. He drives me crazy, but I know he really likes doing these Twitch broadcasts. So I know it's a sacrifice every time he can't make one. So yeah, that's all I said. It's all good. All good. As Dave would say, all good in the hood, which I told him to never use that phrase ever again. So yeah, we got some Phantom Grapple happening every once in a while. I got to look in to see what's going on there. But Eric, if you were a wrestler, what would your wrestling name be? This is actually quite easy. One of these days, I am going to release to YouTube the videos that me and my brothers filmed in our backyard. It wasn't backyard wrestling, but it was backyard sports entertainment. And the character that I happened to play was a guy named El Cedazo, Cedazo. And that was Spanish for the Civ, which was my foosball nickname where I worked. Let me explain that one. Where I used to work every day after work, that we had a foosball table. It was a web development place, so we would play foosball for like 2 hours after work. And anytime I would play goalie, I was terrible at playing defense. So they always called me the Civ because like I'd be letting everything through. And so when it came time to like film these backstage things, oh, watch this. Oh, nice. Oh, Sting took a hard tumble there. Oh, his shoulders came out of joint. Yeah, so I was looking for a name when we were filming these videos, and I was like, okay, what's Spanish for the Civ? And it was El Sedazo. So there you go. C-E-D. It's like this. Here, I'll type it in chat. El Sedazo. I think it's like that. Like that. It's the dumbest thing ever. It really is. One of these days, I'll have to see if I have any. I've got all the raw footage, and I've got the YouTube video. Like, I've got the footage. I just have never had the guts to put it up on YouTube. Like I said, if YouTube would have been a thing when we did this, I was like self-hosting the video. This was like 2000 and. Oh, no, it was before that, because I think it was when I was still working at the agent. Oh, my God, this might have been like 98, something like that. This is before YouTube existed. And I'm telling you what, if that would have existed, if YouTube would have existed, you know, my God, we would have had millions of viewers, I'm sure, because it was goofy, it was bananas. No, my finisher was called La Mala Pasada. It was called finisher. La Mala Pasada. And what that was Spanish for the dirty trick, because what it was a Ric Flair mule kick, which would bend the guy over, and then I'd give him a DDT. And so yeah, it was my finisher. It's called La Mala Pasada. Oh God, I've got to figure out a way to work that into the game somehow. That might have to make. I said I hadn't thought about it was called Ruckus Creek. The old movies. Oh my God, boy, has this turned into a really terrible webcast tonight. I'm just like spilling my guts here. Yep, it was called La Mala Pasada, which I believe whether or not it's accurate or not, it was called the Dirty Trick, and it was. What I'd do is I'd stand the guy up, and I'd turn around and I'd mule kick him like Ric Flair style, like right between the legs, which would cause him to bend over, and then I'd give him an inverted I'd give him a DDT. So yeah, it's good times, good times. I'll have to see if I can talk Mr. Wrestling 5 into animating that, and see if I could work my way into, because I had this. Yeah, it was this terrible. It was a white T-shirt, and it just had El Sedazo written across it, and then I had this wrestling mask that was like it was like for a child, and so it was like. It was so small, and it looked so ridiculous and goofball. Yeah, luchador style. There was no cartwheel action. No, it was great. We were just wrestling in the backyard, and in fact, it's kind of funny. I used to live at an apartment before I moved into this house. You guys have seen the apartment, and the apartments that were built behind me. We filmed some of these movies while those things were being constructed. So there was these huge pits and piles of dirt, right? And so we had what was called the Rumble. Did we just have a very first simultaneous pinfall in Pro Wrestling X? All right, watch this, gang. Holy crap. So who won? Sorry, I'll finish the story here in a second. It's a double pinfall. Wow, that's weird. I've never seen that before. So anyway, we had something we dubbed the Rumble in the Valley match, which is essentially just like, it almost looks like a Buried Alive, or like, no, you know, it wasn't a Buried Alive. It was a hardcore match that was just out in this dirt pit. And so we took some pretty fun tumbles, did some Mick Foley stuff off the mounds into people, and my brother would toss me around like a rag doll because he was pretty strong. He's a lot stronger than me. He's shorter and built bigger. And so he would just pick me up and toss me around. And he would like do these Taz plexes right into these mounds of dirt. And it would just like, it didn't hurt too bad, but the sound it made, and I would go like, ugh. And it was great. It was great. Like I said, I'm going to have to, oh boy, I can't believe this is where we need to like cut the broadcast short, because I'm telling way too much here tonight. And none of this is anything you guys care about. Yep, Oh my God, what just happened to Riot? Holy shit, he just went flying. I gotta see how he... Oh my God! Do you think PWX could enable some sort of controversial finishers, like in WWE when you get the double pin, they go with the first one in the pin instead of a double win? I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen that happen before, where you had a double pin. That was new. So I don't know. Oh boy, huge bounce. Huge bounce to Ragdoll on that one. I don't know. I could easily see when we've had it even on these Twitch broadcasts where we've had like simultaneous cage, like or pretty close to simultaneous, like, you know, trying to get out. And so maybe you do enter in like when they're climbing down the cage, that maybe the speed is randomized a little bit. So maybe like even though one guy may have climbed over the top quickly, like there's a certain amount of speed difference or something like that, and so there's still some drama to see to the finish. So I don't know. It's interesting to see how it all shakes itself out here. Nope, 2 count. Let's see. Trying to catch up with chat here. Yeah, I've never actually played any of the WWE games. It's been so long since I played any of those. Just talking to somebody about that the other day. Like, I really stopped at No Mercy. I really never went on and played any of those other ones. Well, so yeah, gang, what else is new and exciting? I've probably only got another 10 to 15 minutes here in me here tonight. I know it's kind of a short one. But like I said, I know it's kind of boring with just sitting here, you know. If I'm busting out the old Ruckus Creek backyard wrestling stories, you know it's a slow news day. So, yeah, if you got any more questions or anything, like I said, we'll definitely want to have you keep an eye out for that T-shirt sale, though. And for those who might be joining us for the first time, ProWrestlingX.com, Facebook.com/ProWrestlingX, Twitter, we're on at ProWrestlingX. And yeah, definitely, we'll as soon as the storefront is live and operational, we will be getting that link off to you guys here shortly. Will we eventually be able to detach a barricade and use it as a weapon? I hope so. That's definitely the plan. Is to have, you know, like I said, be able to screw around with stuff. I know one of the things that Robert was working on now is that scaffold, and then like the new arena where you've got more platforms where you're going to have more abilities to do ragdoll, some of that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for all that kind of stuff. So, you know, they said it's an object. There's nothing that says we can't get that rolling. Oh boy. Oh, we've got to get these ragdolls cooking. This is so much fun. Oh boy, I'm sorry guys. Sorry for all the yawning. It's like I said, it's been kind of a long day, so you know how it goes. Let's see, viewer list, chat. Let's see. Will 2017 bring us a more updated, newer PWX website? Huh. Yeah, definitely. That thing needs to be rebuilt. I don't know what we're going to do about forums. This has been kind of a... Oh! That was a fun spot. Watch this one coming up here. We got like a cutter and then a ragdoll coming right down on top of it. Looks sweet. Boom. It's been a tough call with the forums because forums are just such a mess for like spam, and keeping those things like updated and all this stuff. Sometimes I think it's just more work than it's worth. And we've just noticed there just isn't a lot of action on there. Most of our actions on our Steam forums, which is kind of what we've been like, they take care of all the security, they take care of all that kind of stuff. And so I don't know, it's a tough call. I thought about getting a subreddit going on Reddit, like make a Pro Wrestling X subreddit, I do not have enough gold or enough karma to be able to pull that trick off yet, so we might have to get some going there. But definitely one of my goals for 2017 is definitely trying to reach out more and get better social mechanics and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, 2017 is going to hopefully be a pretty big year for us. Like I said, once we kind of complete this Kickstarter deliverables, I feel, like I said, we're getting really close to being able to really show this game off. We've always been kind of shy about telling people about the game because, again, our interface isn't always so hot, and our, some of the stuff is just not. We got some sticky situations going on with the ropes. Get around. Oh, I think Riot's going to win. Oh, no, Riot's going for the... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Riot. Not very smart. Not very smart. He went for all the marbles. And Fake Sting went for the win. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's a tough call because so much of and this is something that I notice with my clients, is that our website is becoming less and less important, and it's all about Facebook and Twitter and all these other garbage platforms. But like I said, hopefully with the new site, we're going to be able to just do a few more fun things. We're going to have hopefully some better storefronts. You're going to be able to buy Pro Wrestling X in more places because, like I said, more distribution is always a good thing. You have places like Itch.io and Humble Bundle and all those things. So we're definitely going to be looking at integrating that kind of stuff more. And like I said, I'd love to get the T-shirt shop going. I think that would be really, really fun. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Player can hold on to a cage instead of instant ragdoll, like tapping a button while they're running. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Like a way to prevent the bump. That could be fun. And it would definitely be more, especially if you're. Why are we stuck here? Can I advance? There we go. That's our game over screen. Let's be honest, the cage mechanics need a little bit of tweaking. They need a little bit of help. And like I said, kind of, they said we have some work to do in this cage match. And so making it more competitive, making it whether it's like No Mercy where you've got the tapping to get the button over, whether there's maybe some random speed action to make it a little more dramatic. We're going to see how it all comes together. We've got some new ideas, and we're always taking more. So if you've got them, fire them our way. All right, final round of questions here. I'm fading fast here. I know it's kind of a short one here tonight, but like I said, it's been a long day, and I could use the extra rest. So, but yeah, it definitely stay tuned. Hopefully, as I said, I'll get that shop page going here in the next couple of days, and then probably get it out in the newsletter. And if you don't know what our newsletter is, go to ProWrestlingX.com. We have an email newsletter that goes out once a week that gives you all the news on the project and all that kind of fun jazz. And like I said, we'll get that link up and running to you guys, and then out to Twitter and all that kind of fun jazz too. So, yep. Sorry, it's kind of a short one here tonight. But like I said, it's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. And like I said, I'll probably check in next week because we'll probably be pimping the shirts and do all that kind of crap. So. That's it for now. Have a good one, gang. We'll see you hopefully next week. Cheers.